Hey y'all, DC Outdoors Edge here today. We're super stoked to get another video. We got a ton of geese flying in too right now. There's like a couple hundred Canadian geese. We are in goose season right now though too. We just haven't had a chance to hit none of our fields. We meant to get out deer hunting, but we've had a ton of stray dogs on our hunting places and it just hasn't been the right time. But we do plan on getting out there. I mean, look at those geese. Look how beautiful they are. There's a ton of them, but anyhow, we're gonna go ahead, get set up at an abandoned pond. It's not been touched in over 20 years, but it was stocked with bass and bluegills a really long time ago, and it has not been fished in about 20 years. So we're gonna go ahead, get back there, get the lines in the water, and then there's another pond on the other side of this abandoned pond. They're both abandoned, they're stocked with fish. We caught some big bass and bluegills, so just stay tuned and see what we can get done. Well, y'all, we got down in this abandoned pond right here, and I'm seeing a ton of fish swimming up against that little coast right there. I've got these little Berkeley baits on right now. Don't know how good they're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, and what I like to do when I'm fishing a spot like this, I like to put a weight in a bobber on because I cannot like make any casts. I mean, go ahead and show them what the edge looks like. Like, to get down in here is just one of the biggest pains ever.
Yeah, it's really steep.
It is steep, and it used to be an old rock quarry back in the 70s. So, I mean, it's loaded down with fish. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down just yay far, not too far. I see all the bluegills on the surface, which is a really, really good sign. We got our bass poles and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go ahead, try to get a bluegill, and then we're gonna scoot back to the other pond. It's more open, I got more casts to make and stuff. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, get this set up. I didn't bring my good bobbers with me today, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on. Always like to have backup baits of everything, and backup bobbers, backup hooks. They might not be the best, but to get the job done when I run out of the good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead, get down in here like this, and hope and pray to God I can make a cast without falling into this water. Whoa, man. And that's what I was afraid of. The bait fell off and I got stuck in the tree. I'm gonna go ahead and put a worm on. Them Berkeley baits, they're really good for open water, but I ain't got any really good casts. So I got a tree right here that a beaver chewed down and it fell over, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can catch anything up against it. Just got your standard Canadian night crawlers. Gonna go ahead and pin it on like this, break it in half like that. I like to get 2 baits out of 1 worm. So now, so that I don't repeat what just happened after I get this untangled here. All right. I don't want to repeat what just happened, so I'm going to go ahead and drag this bobber down a bit. It does not need to be that high up to catch a fish. And like I said, this pond has not been fished in 20 years. I fished this pond last night, but didn't have much luck because of all the debris. But that's going to change right now in this first cast that I make. I'm just going to sit here, and I have one playing with it already. Just cast it in and just caught a fish that quick, y'all. Let's go. I'm telling you what, man. Just your standard bluegill. What a pretty bluegill, though. I love the colors of that. Really pretty colors. I'm going to go ahead, throw that fella right back down in there. Cast again, and it's a huge pond, too. But I know that in this particular spot is really deep. There's a lot of cover. And I really, really have high hopes to just keep catching fish in here. I seen him come all the way in, and I'm like, I might be able to catch that one, and I have no one. I mean, that quick, y'all. I mean, just hammering it. Like I said, I mean, get that worm on there and it's just a game changer. I'm gonna go ahead and get this sucker back out there and see if we can go 3 for 3. I don't like to edit my videos much, so I kind of just leave it run long, keep it real. I'm gonna try to just, I jig it a little bit too. When you get in these ponds and stuff, these bluegills ain't like your regular bluegills. You just bite on anything. You need to make sure it's moving so that they can see it well. And I break the worms in half, so there we go, right in the same spot. That is what I am talking about. 3 for 3, y'all. Just another pretty bluegill. Come show them the color of the breast on that thing. Got a super, super beautiful crest on it. Super orange. Just a really pretty bluegill, y'all. And I mean, to just come back here in a pond that's not been fished in 20 years is just beautiful. I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me go ahead and get a close-up of where I'm casting and where these fish are biting. And let's see if we can go 4 for 4 casts, because, I mean, I'm feeling pretty lucky. Well, y'all, I just casted the line like all the way out there because I saw him on top. He came for it. I mean, just crushed it. I mean, absolutely crushed it. I've yet to catch a bass in this pond yet. And when I saw him out there, I casted it all the way out, boom, 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 across the top. And I mean, he just obliterated it. I mean, he tore half of it right off, but I mean, just obliterated it. I mean, he looked a lot bigger from out there. He looked a lot bigger, but I saw him out there under the leaves, and it's super hard to cast in this pond, super hard. Y'all saw me bluegill fishing over there, and I just couldn't make a cast. Well, I had one clean cast. I casted about 10 feet ahead of him, started dragging it across the top of the water as quick as I could, and he hammered it. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Yeah. I cannot wait to get another bait on and see if I can spot a couple more fish out there and just kind of spot check it a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead, get a bait on. I'm sure y'all don't want to be bothered seeing that or anything. So I'm going to go ahead, get another bait on, see if we can catch another bass. We'll see y'all in a minute. There he is. It's got a monster, man. What a beast. Oh my God. That is what I am talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about right there. Huge, a nice largemouth, man. I mean, I can't even believe that. He bit 2 times, man, and then came back a 3rd time. Right there, y'all. Same blue worm as earlier.
That's a great one, man. That's
Pretty
a really
fish.
good one.
I'm going to go ahead and toss him back in here, y'all. I told my wife, I'm like, I really felt like there would be one up under that root there. And I mean, that's a pretty New York bass. A really pretty New York bass. You don't catch a lot of largemouth up here. So when you find a pond that has them, God, it's nice to catch them. All right, we released him safely. I'm going to go ahead and get the line out there. I was not expecting that, y'all. Just wasn't expecting it, but I'm going to go ahead and get the line back out there and see if we can get another one. Did you get the whole thing on video?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he hit it 2 times, and she must have played the video, and I jigged it back up 2 more times. I mean, he just hellbound it. Absolutely hellbound. I'm going to go ahead and get it out there again and see if we can get another one on you, boys. He's like a 7-inch bass. He just keeps on tearing it up. That is wild. They're just tearing me up, y'all. I mean, literally tearing me up. Been some big bass in here.
Yeah, you caught a yellow striper?
We're in New York, y'all. And I had a huge yellow striper. One of them big old yellow ones that you see like down in Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee, like all the southern states. They said they had this pond stocked with a whole bunch of bass and bluegills, and I'm like thinking, okay, largemouth bass. But no, we had a bass get off that big, and it was yellow, and it had stripes on it, and I was like, what a beautiful fish. But we're gonna keep on fishing in here, and where there's one, there's more than one. So I'm just gonna keep on fishing, keeping this off the bottom, and see if we can get some big ones. Look at that, he took half my worm off. Jaden, man, they're ripping me up over here. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Man, my one friend's fishing over there. He came over, and I'm like, you need to fish this pond, man. He's like, no, he doesn't want one fish. I'm like, he's gonna end up watching this video and he's gonna be getting a crack out of it. But the fish started biting this pond right now. I'm telling him, I'm like, they're ripping me up, man. I mean, just absolutely behemoth fish. And he took it. I set the hook a little too late on him, but you just got to keep on tossing them baits, and I mean, you're gonna win some and lose some. All the time fishing, you're gonna win some and lose some. But throw that box off to the side. That's what I'm tossing right now, people. That right there. And I had a little weight in it like that. Not no more. I'm gonna try what I call the redneck rig. I learned it in Alabama when I fished down there and stuff. I fished literally all over the place. I fished so many different states and caught some really nice big record fish and stuff. And I just feel like all those old timers and stuff that I met in different states, they all teach you something different. And right now, what I'm doing, I'm gonna free float the whole entire worm. It's not gonna have nothing on it, so when I jig it, it's gonna look like a real worm moving. And I'm gonna have the weight right up here. Don't judge me for using my teeth. It's just a southern thing. But I'll go ahead and put these put back. And when I fish, I like to put everything right back the way I found it, because I use my whole entire tackle setup as a chair. Because we're back here in the woods. So let's see if we can get back down in here and get her done. All right, so I'm just gonna let her sink, and like I said, this water's like 30 feet deep. There he is. Got another big one. Oh, did you see him?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all. This is not no joke, y'all. This is war right here. I mean, that was a huge
bluegill, right?
That was a bass, a big
Really?
largemouth. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, it was a big old bass. We'll run it slow-mo so y'all can see him. I think it was like a 15-inch fish. They just keep on biting. Right here, you just gotta let it sink like 8 or 10 feet.
We've lost a few fish with all the branches and stuff.
The branches, y'all. They're losing me so many fish. Got him. There we go. Bro, look at the size of this crappie bass I caught. It's a record fish.
Oh, wow.
It is a record crappie. It's literally probably the state record crappie.
Wow.
Y'all, never in my life have I caught a crappie bass that big. What a beautiful fish. You know, I almost want to bring him home. Let's see how long he is, y'all. Let's see how long he is. I think I got a tape measure in here. I've never in my life. I mean, y'all, 2 casts in a row, 2 beautiful fish. That's crazy. I mean, look at the colors of that fish. Let's see how long we got. I'm gonna go ahead. Start it out right at the peak of his mouth right there. Bring it to the end of his tail. That fish is 13.5 inches long. A 13.5 inch long
How
crappie
much does
bass.
he weigh?
What a beautiful fish.
Do you want to weigh him?
No, he probably doesn't weigh much at all. Probably doesn't weigh much at all, but I mean, just an absolute beauty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him back there. Pretty hardy fish. Right there. What a beauty, y'all. I'm telling you what. I am stoked. I'm stoked to see what else is in here. We've caught bluegill. We've had a striped bass get off. We've had largemouth after largemouth after largemouth get off. We've caught largemouth. Had one break off. Got back out there and caught one of the nicest crappie bass I've ever seen. I am stoked. I'm going to go ahead and get my bait back out there and see if we can catch another hitting giant. Freaking catfish now. What the heck?
Wow.
What the heck else is in this pond?
Wow.
A catfish, y'all, on a freaking worm. Look at that. What a pretty fish,
Do you
too.
hear him? He's like, oh yeah.
The lady,
Making a funny noise.
the lady tells us that there's bass in here and bluegills stocked back in the 90s, and it's never been fished since. And we're catching catfish and tons of different kinds of bass and bluegills. That is crazy. It's a little channel cat too. I wonder what else is out there.
Let's go.
There might be 30, 40 pound catfish out here. We need to get those big rods out here. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I've actually never caught a catfish on one of these artificial worms like this, especially not that long and that small of a fish, you know?
Yeah.
That is sweet. I thought he was a bass. He was fighting pretty good. You like that redneck rig, you know?
Yeah.
10 inches above it. They love it. Oh my gosh, man. I watched him get it. He came right out the side of them logs.
Really?
That was cool. All right, y'all, so we just got done fishing for today. Great day on the pond. I mean, we discovered a lot of fish we had no idea were there, so I just cannot wait to get back out here again. I'm wanting to get back out here ASAP, but we went ahead through this for a few minutes, didn't have much luck on it at all. The fish in here, I don't know what it is. They don't really pop that much, but the water is like so deep, and I'm feeling that's why. I mean, when I was pulling them fish out of the water, they were so cold. I was like, dang, I was like, that's weird, but taking into consideration now how deep the water was. But I hope y'all liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We look forward to seeing you next time on the next chase and next adventure. Peace out, and we'll see ya.